Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. Kevin Harlan here along with analysts Greg Anthony and Steve Smith. And we'll be hearing from DA along the sideline all game long. For the Knicks, they continue their stretch of home games. This is their first chance to take a look at the Jazz this season. A year ago, they each gained a victory at home, but couldn't secure a win on the road.
All right, and you have to love it when there's a matchup like this. Two teams that are at the top of their respective conferences going at it.
This is going to be a fun first game between these two squads. Buckle up.
It'll be hard for either side to score tonight, Greg. Two lockdown defenses that do it in a variety of ways.
Oh, I tell you what, they're both strong on the ball, in help, and in transition. And both coaches do a great job of making in-game adjustments.
Now Mitchell. After R.J. Barrett's three-pointer that didn't go. The drive by Mitchell.
Just look at the way Mitchell's built. The strength in the upper body.
Rose surveying the D. Pass to Barrett. Lets it go with the three. Bogdanovich grabs the miss. Here's Conley. Robinson with the block. There's a screen by Robinson. Barrett with the ball. Stolen by Conley. Pass to O'Neal. Back to Bogdanovich. A double clutch. His first shot is a miss. 0 for 1 to start the contest. And after a down season in 2020, with some questioning if he was over the hill, Mike Conley came roaring back last season.
And the first player ever to make his All-Star debut that far into his career. It had to feel something like redemption. And I tell you, he's not done yet. Has a nice new contract to prove it.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, earlier I spoke with Tom Thibodeau. He knows they'll get an advantage if they can neutralize Rudy Gobert on the offensive end. Gobert's height and presence inside makes it really difficult for help defenders to leave him on drives. We'll try to stay at home in rotations a bit more because of that. But that's a pick-your-poison situation. Guys?
Thank you, David.
Love the decision by Gobert, finding the open teammate, playing smart basketball.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Robinson misses.
Out of character for him to miss that shot. Maybe just a little too casual there.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Now here's Rose. Down low. Stolen by O'Neal. Here's Mitchell. Takes it inside. Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
What you love about Donovan Mitchell, not only does he explode into his moves, he finishes with authority.
Here's Reddish. Here's Robinson. They need this. Goes back up. That shot is off. Gobert with the defensive effort. In the corner, O'Neal with it. Mitchell left side. His three-pointers off the mark. Knicks trail by 12. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Now here's Rose. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. With the drive, Gobert knocks it away.
And the offense early on limited to just jump shots.
It's tipped. It's stolen by Reddish. To the paint. Randall. Great pass to set up the layup.
Nice pass by Derrick Rose, spotting the wide open guy from the corner of his eye.
Outside Conley. There's O'Neal with the three. And that one falls, coming off Conley's feet.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
There's 39 seconds left in the first quarter. Now, here's Barrett. Clock at 6. There's a screen by Robinson. New York needs to get off a shot. Oh, he blocked it with the flex off the backboard. So it's both teams making substitutions here.
Substitution.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Jazz.
Timeout.
Well, it's a players' league, but certainly coaching has its place.
Yeah, if that weren't the case, you wouldn't see so many coaching changes in the offseason.
And it's Utah's ball. They're on an 18-5 run here. Now Butler. And Kemba Walker is going to pick up the foul.
Kemba Walker.
That is his first foul of the game.
That's something you hate. You're trying to come in with an aggressive mindset, and that early foul could take you right out of it.
Stolen by Walker.
Good eyes by the defense. Clearly, that's not where he wanted the pass to go, and he's frustrated.
No, tremendous find there by Kemba. He draws loads of attention, opens the court up for his teammates.
All right.
And so it's Utah.
Come on and get fouled for your Knicks City Dancer. All right.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Utah Jazz.
They didn't need any time to warm up from long range today. Their three-point shooting has been terrific in the first half.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight, and that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
And here is Mitchell. 10 points for him. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Gobert. Being slammed dunk by Gobert.
Donovan Mitchell.
I mean, he's tailor-made for those pick-and-roll sets. Gobert, a big-time finisher on the move.
It's Fournier on the wing. Outside, Walker. To the middle. Here's Toppin. Tries again. Rebounded by the Jazz. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Rudy Gobert may get overlooked, but his coach understands what he means to the Utah Jazz. Quinn Snyder says his presence on the floor gives us a chance. He's our most important player as far as how he anchors our team. He's the foundation. Kevin, the way they win games, that's saying something.
He is a Defensive Player of the Year multiple times. Phenomenal player. Thanks, D.A. And Greg, you made your money on the defensive end. What was the toughest kind of player to defend? A one-on-one guy or a constant movement type of player?
I've always will say that it's harder to guard movement. You know, as a defender, you drill a lot about guarding the basketball. But when a guy is great without it, man, that is the hardest job you can have defensively.
And he's going up for the alley-oop. And Toppin throws it down.
And because of Walker's elite scoring ability, things just open up for the rest of his teammates.
11.
Mitchell up top. 13 points in the game.
And they call him Spider because of that long wingspan. 6'10" at present, but standing 6'1". Mitchell needs that to compete defensively at that shooting guard position.
And we know what Mitchell can do offensively. But, Greg, how do you evaluate his defensive game?
And, Kevin, without question, there's room for improvement. I'd say he's probably below average, but he has the tools that if he tightens up that part of his game, look out.
Fournier's shot is off. Jazz leading by 14. The drive by Mitchell. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. It's going to be on Nerlens Noel. And the 6'8" Bojan Bogdanovic consistently among the league's top three-point marksmen.
You're right, Kevin. Consistent is the right word. Listen to this. Since his fourth season in the NBA, he's never averaged below 38% from distance. That shot must be honored.
And you're going to take as many of those high percentage shots as you can get.
28-13.
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes. Oh, the power on that throwdown!
I like that Donovan Mitchell's not afraid to attack the rim. He finished strong.
There's the drive. Toppin pulls it in.
Wow. Now that's having a highlight reel in your mind. But in reality, it didn't work.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Mitchell looking it over. Right side a screen. Outside Butler. Mitchell outside. Driving inside. Outside House. And it's Noel with the rebound. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And Utah making a change here.
Who wants a t-shirt?
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Pass to Barrett. Puts up a three. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. 6 points for R.J. Barrett.
And, well, like a lot of young players, Barrett's working hard to become proficient from range.
Right side, no good.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there. You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp. And, Kevin, one thing you have to respect about Derrick Rose is that he's never stopped evolving. He's constantly adapting his game to best fit what his team needs.
Right wing, Gaskell trains it from 17 feet out. Gaskell's got his first basket of the night.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They've came in focused and they've executed.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Pass to House. Back to Clarkson. 6 to shoot. Utah needs to get off a shot here. Randall down low. Outside for Robinson. Inside. And it's blocked by Whiteside.
Be careful. Whiteside is the ultimate rim protector.
Randall from outside. He's off on that one. Donovan Mitchell firing up. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Outside Rose. Pass to Barrett. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Mitchell. Can't hit that one. The Knicks go the other way with it. A decent amount of time left as they try to find a way back into it.
Yeah, but it will be soon if they don't start cutting into this deficit.
And it's Mitchell with the jam.
Any given night, Donovan Mitchell can put this team on his back at the offensive end. What a performance.
Pass to Barrett. Randall down low. And to get open is Robinson. Off on the layup. And so it's Bogdanovich who brings up the ball for the Jazz. And he commits the intentional foul.
That's his first personal. First team foul.
About 1 minute played here in the second half. There's O'Neal with the three.
O'Neal.
And the three ball is good. O'Neal's got 6.
Such a valuable playmaker for this team. Mitchell can get his own and get others involved as well.
At the elbow, it's Robinson. Takes the elbow jumper and trains it.
It looked like the defense just flat out froze out there. Clear breakdown in communication to allow that easy bucket.
20.
Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. The drive by Mitchell. Rose with the rebound.
Oh, no excuse for a guy of his caliber. You've got to finish that slam. Got to be a little embarrassed by that one. No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this one.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the Utah Jazz last season was elite at both ends of the floor. Sixth Man of the Year winner Jordan Clarkson says, 3 things we've been doing well are playing fast, sharing the basketball, and defense. We're playing a fun style of basketball and just keep racking up the wins. Guys?
They are fun to watch and a handful. DA thanks.
Jazz ball.
And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Utah leading by 15. And given Robinson's upside coming out of college, it was a little bit of a surprise that he fell to the second round.
And he's more of a classic big. It won't stretch the floor. You're not going to run the offense through him. But, boy, you can't teach size and athleticism. And that's what he brings to the party.
Here's Reddish. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Here's Robinson. Doesn't go that time. Gobert with the defensive effort.
The struggle is real. He's been way off with his shot all evening long.
2 minutes.
Randall outside. Back to Robinson. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. I wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
So for the Knicks. Outside Fournier. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Here's Mitchell going inside. Misses from short range.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Yep, that one goes. Topman's got his second basket of the game.
playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
Your next city dancer. Your next city dancer.
Utah leading by 11. 59 seconds left in the third. Clarkson looking for an opening. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. And so here is New York. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. To the wing on the left. 6 on the shot clock. And a wide open look for Walker. There's Noel. A second chance effort. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead. Noel's got his second bucket of the night.
37.
Pass to Clarkson. Three-pointer. Butler drills it from outside.
Butler.
You know, the rest of the D can be stretched a little thin when the double team's in place like that.
And it's Walker penetrating. There's Noel. And oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice
City
job.
dancer.
And what I love.
Come on, fans.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. And the Jazz call time here. And defensively, no matter the size of the man he's guarding, Walker really puts up a fight.
Some smaller guards pretend to battle. Walker will bang with you, try to front you, pull on your jersey, whatever it takes. He backs down from no one.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Quinn Snyder's huddle. His key message was, don't get comfortable. Those guys are going to come at us with everything they've got. Let's bring the intensity and stay focused on every possession. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. Astor quickly. Lays it up and banks it in. And it's Mitchell with the ball for Utah.
42. 32.
Driving the lane to the inside. From outside the arc. The Knicks pull it in.
He's going to have to wait to hit his first triple of this half. He had 3 at the break.
Outside, Walker. And it's quickly in the corner. Elbow shot. And the Knicks getting another bucket right there.
They might be behind, but you can't blame him. He has been spectacular so far in this one.
34.
Gobert, the screen. And it's Bogdanovich in the corner. Back to Mitchell. Into the lane. Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
It doesn't get any easier than that for Rudy Gobert. His size is sometimes overpowering.
Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. And Toppin throws it down.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Right side, Bogdanovich. Kept alive. Here's Gobert. Can't hit from in close. Knicks trail by 8. To the paint. Here's Toppin. And Toppin throws it down.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. And slam dunk by Gobert.
And his teammates appreciate the unselfishness. Bogdanovich willing to get it to his open guys.
Noel. The kick out to Walker. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Mitchell wide open. Sinks the three-pointer. And now an 11-point Jazz lead.
Timeout, New York.
And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Jazz.
They've been playing such pesky defense. It's been very impressive, especially all the turnovers they've caused.
They have, but you also can't overlook how well they defended the rim, as they've challenged every shot, also gotten quite a few blocks as well.
Pass to Reddish. Back to Rose. Down low. Here's Robinson. Stolen by O'Neal. Left side Clarkson. And here's Gobert. Now, here is O'Neal. Jazz passing it around. And slam dunk by Gobert.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Hey, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one. Outside Rose. Pass to Barrett. Here's Rose, guarded by O'Neal. Rose goes in. It's Barrett on the wing. Here's Robinson. And just miss after miss right now. Utah leading by 13.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for Utah.
The blocking really turned things into their favor this time.
Great timing, anticipation. They got the blocks, and that definitely changed the momentum of this game.
And now, for the year, this is going to take them to 7 wins.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Rudy Gobert.
And the way he rebounded, he surely was a spark for the team as he was securing everything that came off the iron. And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
It's incredible, and I'll tell you what, it's a joy to watch. There's more to his game than threes and dunks.
And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the...
In the Hemi, and he ain't stopping. In the beginning to get him. He ain't worried, cause if they get him, I get him cockering. He know not to with them, they get him hot then. Stay low, finish the work, he get it drop-ins. They just wanna be around money, but they are not friends. Until you fall back from them, that's where the plot ends. I've been repping the apple since it was rotten. When you are golden, you can never be forgotten. They gotta ram it, you don't never let the... I can have you in the top 10. A lot of are nice, but they are not him. There's really nothing that you can do to stop him. Call him the God MC, just like Rock him. And he done took some L's, but yeah, he got wins.
Half full or half empty. Heart's full, it ain't empty. Pull up with love, no envy. Pull up with Ez in a Bentley. Don't need them to accept me, but you are gonna respect me. I got a beast in my belly, don't tempt me. We're in the belly of the beast, is deadly. Half full or half empty. Heart's full, it ain't empty. Full up with love, no envy. Kenzo, Fendi, no Mackenzie. Don't need them to accept me, but you are gonna respect me. I got a beast in my belly, don't tempt me. We're in the belly of the beast, is deadly. What the f they started? This ain't your average artist. Yeah, I grew up on Heartless, but I never been half-hearted. It don't depend who's asking, suck what, it couldn't be me you're speaking to. These man didn't believe in you, now they wanna chill with you. This comes to me naturally. This ain't no gimmick or acting. Me, that's like then walk off casually. Try and know that I'm active. Try me cause I'm match fit. TB still gang haters see me and get some fanny. The fact is, I've never fallen off, I paid the cost to be the boss. I took the loss, I made it back. Now I just and make it stack, it is what it is. Now you can't play with the facts, I know what it is. Now I can't forget what it is. I was one of those kids in the flats, it's just the life that we live. Half full or half empty, heart's full, it ain't empty. Pull up with love, no envy. Pull up with Ez in a Bentley. Don't need them to accept me, but you are gonna respect me. I got a beast in my belly, don't tempt me. We're in the belly of the beast, it's deadly. Half full or half empty, heart's full, it ain't empty. Full up with love, no envy. Kenzo, Fendi, no Mackenzie. Don't need them to accept me, but you are gonna respect me. I got a beast in my belly, don't tempt me. We're in the belly of the beast, it's deadly. Round there gets, down there gets. It's kinda mad when your brethren falls in love with a. Still rough, rugged and ready. If they're coming, I'm ready. I've done it already. I ain't running, I'm running it red. See, these man are just desperate. Do anything for the best look. Can't hear when they're speaking backwards. Forwards where I put my best foot. Diamond a shine and a glisten. Jump in the Benz, time for the mission. I'll put my gold shoe face on. A real boss don't need permission. And the fact is, I've never fallen off. I paid the cost to be the boss. I took the loss, I made it back. Now I just and make it stack, it is what it is. Now you can't play with the facts, I know what it is. Now I can't forget what it is. I was one of those kids in the flats, it's just the life that we live. Half full or half empty, heart's full, it ain't empty. Pull up with love, no envy. Pull up with Ez in a Bentley. Don't need them to accept me, but you are gonna respect me. I got in
the community, like
the beast is deadly. Half full or half empty, heart's full, it ain't empty. Full up with love, no envy. Kenzo, Fendi, no Mackenzie. Don't need them to accept me, but you are gonna respect me. I got a beast in my belly, don't tempt me. We're in it.